India is growing fast. New roads, new ports, new cities. But at the same time, trees are being cut, forests are shrinking, and heat is rising. So the big question is, are we growing smart or making a big mistake? We all want development, better jobs, better roads, a better life. But development needs land. And many times, that land is forest. So what really happens when forests are cleared? Government reports say forest area is not decreasing much. But here's something important. Not all forests are the same. A natural forest has animals, birds, insects, and many types of trees. It's alive. It's complex. But if that forest is cut and replaced with a plantation, it may still be counted as forest in data. But in reality, it's not the same anymore. Many big projects need forest land. Highways, mining, buildings, power projects. For these, trees are cut in large numbers. The government gives permission for this. But people question the process because studies can be rushed. Local people are not always heard properly, and projects still get approved. Now let's look at a real example.
On the show today, we are going to talk about the Great Nicobar Project, which has set off one of the biggest debates on development and security in recent times.
This is a massive development plan on an island in the Andaman and Nicobar. The plan includes a large port, an airport, a new city, roads, and power systems. The goal is to boost trade and improve India's position in the world. But the real importance of this location is something most people don't understand. Very close to Great Nicobar is one of the busiest sea routes in the world, the Malacca Strait. This narrow sea route carries around 25% to 30% of the world's trade. And about 1/3 of global oil shipments pass through here. Countries like China, Japan, South Korea, Singapore, and Indonesia depend heavily on this route. That's why this area is called a choke point. Because if something happens here, global trade can be affected. Now imagine this. If India builds a strong port and presence here, it can monitor ships moving in and out. It can track trade linked to China, Singapore, Indonesia, and other countries. In simple terms, India gets more control in this region, more security, more importance in global trade. That's the benefit. But there is another side to this story. To build this project, lakhs of trees may be cut. This island is not empty land. It is one of the most biodiverse regions in India. It is home to rare species like the Nicobar megapode, a rare bird that builds its nest in the ground, found only in the Nicobar Islands. The saltwater crocodile, the world's largest living reptile, found in coastal waters and mangroves. The leatherback sea turtle, the world's largest sea turtle, important for maintaining balance in marine ecosystems. And it's not just animals. These forests have unique tropical trees, mangroves, and plant species that are not found in many other places. If these forests are cut, we don't just lose trees, we lose entire ecosystems. And it's not just about wildlife. There are also indigenous tribes living there, like the Shompen tribe and the Nicobarese people. For these communities, the forest is not optional. It is their entire system of living. It gives them food, it gives them water, it gives them medicine. Without the forest, they cannot survive the same way. This is not like cities where you can move somewhere else and continue life. Here, if the forest goes, their way of life ends. They don't have backup options. They don't have alternatives. Because their knowledge, their skills, their daily life are all built around this forest. So when trees are cut, it is not just environmental damage. It is the loss of a complete lifestyle that has existed for generations. Even today, India has many unique species, but if habitat loss continues, we may lose more of them, just like we did in the past. And once a species is gone, we can only read about it in books. And this is not just one project. Across India, forests are being used again and again for development, and slowly, green cover reduces, heat increases, wildlife disappears. But we also need to be fair. India is still developing. People need jobs, roads, electricity, so stopping development is not possible. But the real question is, can we develop without destroying nature? Or are we taking shortcuts today that will cost us tomorrow?